Arsenal have officially unveiled their second signing of the winter transfer window known as Yakub Kiwior, a story that we announced that it's a here we go on Friday. Finally, I think it was Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday? I think it was Friday. He traveled to London to undergo his medical on Saturday. He accomplished everything concerning his medical. On Sunday, he was part of that Arsenal huge crowd that supported them to see them go through the win of Manchester United, a team that I support. Arsenal beat us yesterday, but it was really a very good game, and Arsenal fans, all Arsenal players respected the game that United gave to them at Emirates. And I was really so much impressed by Arsenal fans coming and really acknowledging that this is it's the hardest game they've played this season. That's it. So it shows you how good United win the side, but obviously the best side went ahead to win the game of football, that is Arsenal. So Yakub Kiwior has been unveiled as Arsenal. I hate to let you know which shirt number is going to be putting on. What has Arsenal said as the website, Mikel Arteta the manager, Edu Gaspar, and what exactly has the player gone ahead to say about his move to a side known as Arsenal. And as I close in down the story, I'm going to go ahead and really bring you his stats. His stats as far as the World Cup was concerned, the Serie A, and what really brought Arsenal to pick interest into this player. So Rokani David is my name. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now remember, you're left with just 150 subscribers to hit 11,000 subscribers. So guys, continue to subscribe so as to really keep you in the know. Now Arsenal has gone ahead and told us that Yakub Kiwior has joined us from Spezia Calcio on a long-term contract. The 22-year-old Polish international defender, who made 43 appearances during his time with the Italian side, was part of the international team squad at the recent FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Yakub Kiwior spent his youth career at a Polish club known as GKS and in Belgium with Anderlecht before moving to Slovakian side Zlenzin Polzebrova as the head of 18. After spending a season there, Yakub moved to MSK Zilina, where he made 46 appearances during his 2 seasons with Slovakian club. His strong performances result in the left-sided central defender moving to Spezia in August of 2021, where he had become a regular in the Serie A club starting 11. During his time in Italy, Yakub has made his full international debut and has now made 9 appearances for Poland. That's what Arsenal took onto their website about this new signing known as Yakub Kiwior, and welcome him by smashing this video to 1,000 likes, guys. So what have the responsible people of Arsenal going to say about this player known as Yakub Kiwior? First and foremost, it's Mikel Arteta, the manager of Arsenal, who said yesterday that is for today. When it's really finalized, he said, "It's great that Yakub is joining us. He's a young, versatile defender who has shown huge potential and qualities with Spezia in Serie A and also at the international level with Poland." That is Mikel Arteta. He concluded by saying, "Yakub is a player who will give us strength and quality to our defensive unit. We welcome Yakub and his family to Arsenal and look forward to working with him." So it shows you how important this signing is for Arsenal. The manager is really elated and excited because he has been lacking a central defender to play onto the left side of the central defense. Remember, he was going in for Indika, but I believe he thought that maybe Yakub is a better player because he's a young prospect. However much even Evans Indika is between 23 to 24 years of age, but maybe he might not be good on the ball like this boy, because Arteta wants to bring in a player who is really more better than Gabriel Magalhaes, all more better than what they've got onto the left side of the central defense. Reason being, Arteta wants to build from behind, and this Yakub guy has a very good passing range. Long passes and short passes, tall, fast, and obviously he fits exactly into the profile of a player that Mikel Arteta wants to be playing as a high line, to be playing as a high-line defender in his central defense. That is Yakub Kiwior, and Mikel Arteta had that to say about the player. Then after that, we are having Edu Gaspar Dawood. You know him very well. He is the sporting director of Arsenal. He has gone ahead and told us that we are delighted to have completed the signing of Yakub Kiwior. He's a young talent who we've been monitoring for a while now. We are now all looking forward to working with Yakub and seeing his continued development with us. We welcome Yakub to Arsenal. So once again, I would like to go ahead and really acknowledge my sincere gratitude to the scouting team of Arsenal. You see, a player that people knew less about to come in and decide on as Arsenal is really great. Even the player was surprised. You're going to hear his words that he said after he was unveiled as an Arsenal player. He was surprised to it that Arsenal were really scouting him, because at his level, he thought that maybe he would go to teams like Leicester, Brentford, like those. But Arsenal coming in for him, also, it caught him by surprise, and he has gone ahead and really said about it in his first match reaction, not match reaction, in his first speech with Arsenal TV, known as AFTV, that is Arsenal TV. Now, he has told us that this is Yakub Kiwior. When I saw my name on an Arsenal shirt for the first time, I just laughed. I was so happy to see my name on the shirt of such a huge club. For me, it's an incredibly happy moment and the pinnacle to play for such a big club. Obviously, he just can't get surprised any more than this, because when you look at his career, as we explained to you, from Poland to Belgium side Anderlecht to Slovenia, from Slovenia, then he crossed to Italian Serie A. He's been playing for Spezia, a team that is really not known for playing and really bringing players that are really good. But this player went ahead and really stood out. I've always been adamant onto this, that if I told you are good, you're good. Even if you're playing amongst players that are not good, if at all your quality is exceptional teams will come in for you. So this guy, known as Kiwior, is really being surprised by a move by Arsenal, but his qualities just made Arsenal really go in for him, and he's officially a player for a side known as Arsenal. Now, after that, he continued and really let us know that I love passing the ball. I like teams that move the ball and they try to create chances that way. So I'm happy that I've come to a team like that. So, you know, this player was wanted by very many teams, but he chose to come to Arsenal. So he likes teams that pass the ball, and he has been really the missing piece in Mikel Arteta's central defense jigsaw. Why? When you look at Gabriel Magalhaes, he's not good at passing the ball, you know that very well. But for this, he goes in for short range and wrong range passes that are really on point. And if at all you watched him at the World Cup, he was really being used by the manager to go in for a long pass, because they thought that they never had enough power to penetrate through the midfield of France, and they went in for that long ball in what we call the round of 16. Though France came out and edged them out, but Kiwior really had a very good game against France, and he played 4 games in the World Cup, and he never scored any goal, but he was really pivotal in really launching that ball from the back, looking for that ball over the top for players like Lewandowski. So that is the guy who goes by names of Yakub Kiwior, coming all out and really passing out to us the need of him wanting to play and passing the ball from the back. And Arteta has finally gotten his man. If at all you've been seeing Lisandro Martinez playing, it shows you why Mikel Arteta went in for Yakub Kiwior, because Lisandro Martinez is good passing off from the back. And in the first half, you saw that penetrative pass he made at the center line that made Bruno Fernandes face the goalkeeper, though he was not really in the best direction to shoot that ball in the back of the net. But obviously, he had spotted him out way far from the center line. So even that's what Yakub Kiwior does, and I believe at a point X, Arsenal will want such a player to really float that ball from the back to the final third of the pitch. That is it. Then he concluded by really telling us the following about the former Arsenal player who was there, known as Szczesny. He was asked about Szczesny and said, I haven't had a chance to speak to Szczesny, yet we will definitely have a chat when we meet up for the national duty. I got a message from Bielik straight away congratulating me. That is Yakub Kiwior talking about this deal of him joining Arsenal. So that's what he said, and obviously after that, what is left? Let's show you how this guy really went ahead to look in his photo gallery at Arsenal as he really made this. Oh, I had not shown you the shirt number. Sorry, guys. He's putting on shirt number 15. Let me show it to you. So that is the shirt number for Yakub Kiwior, the new signing of Arsenal, and it was for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who is now on loan at Southampton, because the loan has an option to buy. Obviously, the player isn't going to return, and Yakub Kiwior is at Arsenal and obviously enjoying himself. Congratulations to Arsenal for landing your second signing. The first signing you brought in on as Trossard. You saw what he did to Manchester United. He was so much involved into that first goal that Manchester United went ahead to. That's that third goal that really won the game of Arsenal versus Manchester United. That is Trossard, meaning that Mikel Arteta has an eye for good players, and none of the players that's brought in through here have gone ahead to flop. One will tell me that, what of Nuno Tavares? Tavares is not a flop. He's a one for the future. Look out for him in the French League One and see what this guy is really doing. He's tearing up defenses, scoring goals, defensively is improving, and I believe he has a structure that is tailor-made for the Premier League. That's it. So let us take you through the gallery of Yakub Kiwior. That is the lad pointing at the badge of Arsenal. Then he was on the green screen taking the photos. That is Yakub Kiwior, and obviously trying to raise up his hands in total strength and really jamming up. He's literally having some good physicality. Look at his muscles. Though he looks a tiny guy, but he's tall, as you see him, very tall, and obviously he's putting on shirt number 15. So that is the lad that has landed at Emirates to see to it that he really becomes the second signing of Arsenal in the summer. That is the guy known as Yakub Kiwior, and obviously he's saying, come on Arsenal, come on the Gunners, dressed in the black attire of Arsenal. Then that is the lad doing the needful in the black attire, then the jumper, then walking at London Conley, obviously into all heading to the training ground. Remember, that is the training kit of Arsenal, if I told you never knew it very well. That is the man doing an interview with the Arsenal TV, talking to, I think it's Frimpong this time around, not so. That is the lad doing the needful and really talking, and him arriving at London Conley to take part into his first training session of Arsenal. Remember, we are going to bring you that story again, if at all we really land onto that. Into the dressing room of Arsenal, and obviously seated well, where the shirt is really going to be hanging on the hanger of the dressing room at the Emirates. Then he's the dressing room of the Emirates. We are the Arsenal. Obviously, that is Yakub Kiwior, all smiles in a moment that the Lord has really made it happen for him to become a player of Arsenal. So that is Yakub Kiwior, and that's how he really went ahead to really pose for photos as he really put himself into the mood of being into the game of Arsenal and in the dressing room. So that is it. Now, let's get into something that most of you would love to know about this guy, and these are what we call his stats and what he really does. At the World Cup, we've started with the World Cup. This was his heat map. You see to it that he plays so much onto the left side of the pitch, and that's where you see most of the red on the left side of the pitch. He rarely crosses this side, but his activities are almost done onto that side of the pitch. Let's go to the games played the World Cup. He played 4 games, started all the 4 games. He averaged 89 minutes per game, and obviously he never scored any goal. Expected goal 0.03, scoring accuracy nothing, shots on target nothing. Let's go to the defensive part of it, and let's start with the passing, right? Let's start with the passing. So for the passing touches, he averaged 59.3 per 90. Big chances created 0, key passes 0. Accurate passing per game, he's at 85%. That is really great. In his own half, he has a passing accuracy of 96%. That is really great. In the opposition half, 55%. That's it. Then accurate long balls, 39%. Then accurate chipped passes, 41%. So let's go to the defending, and this is where most Arsenal fans will love to hear about the player. Interceptions, 1 per game. Tackles per game, 0.5. Possession won, 0. Dribbled past 0 times. Clearances per game, 3. Error to shot 2, and obviously that is what he did in the World Cup. Let's go to the Serie A this season. This season in the Serie A, you see his heat map. It was so really here, and I think sometimes he played as a defensive midfielder because he plays there. But look at this red of this guy that is really making his heat map really so much interesting to Arsenal fans. He has gone ahead to play 17 games in the Serie A. He started all the 17. He played an average of 85 minutes. Then we go to the passing from the back, 57.7. Big chances created 1. Key passes 0.2. Accurate per game 37.4, contributing to 85%. Then accurate in own half 92%. This guy is really good pass of the ball. Accurate in opposition half 65%. Accurate long balls 50%. Chipped balls 42%, and crosses are at 43%. Let's go to the defending bit of it, because most of you would love to know what is he all about in defending. Interceptions 1.4 per game, tackles per game 1.3, possession won 0.1, dribbled past 1.1, clearances per game 4, error led to shot 1, led to goal 0, and 0 penalties have been considered by this young man that Arsenal is really going ahead to really sign in today. So your thoughts on Yakub Kiwior being unveiled as the second official signing of Arsenal of the Juventus transfer window, and Arsenal have not yet stopped. They're going in for Franz Neda, the right back at Valladolid, and maybe tomorrow we might get some good news for you Arsenal fans all over the world. Thank you guys for watching. Into this smash like button, comment and share. May the Almighty bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later, but don't forget to subscribe. Remember, we are left with just 140 subscribers to hit 11,000 subscribers. Guys, continue to subscribe, because the more you subscribe, the more we grow this channel. I believe you would love to see this channel grow more and more and more. I'm out. Good night, all those that are going early to bed. Spurs is playing Fulham. After that game of football, we might have a live session for that game of football onto this channel. I'm out.